I literally just have like putrid shit streaming down my face. I'm gonna get your goddamn tail off. It's the last thing I ever do. This is my new thing. I'm the taker of tails. It's a tail tax. I'm in my tail era. And so the next day was the Sabbath, so they went to the two guys who they crucified with them and broke their legs so that they would die, like, quick.
Oh, okay.
They'd suffocate because they couldn't lift themselves up, essentially, to breathe.
Okay.
And they didn't break Jesus' legs because he was already dead, but it was after they gave him this shit. So this guy was speculating that, like, I mean, like, what if they just gave him the sedative? Because it's not like they had doctors. They'd just be like, I don't know. We poked him and nothing happened. I guess he's dead.
Yeah.
And so apparently another thing that was like leading to his theory is Joseph of Arimathea, who was like Jesus's friend who gave up his tomb for Jesus to be buried in. The Bible specifically states that he went into the tomb with aloe, which is like, you wouldn't use aloe to fucking embalm a body. That's a healing drug.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it was just very interesting. Because, like, this part of this theory was that he just, like, went back to Asia afterwards to hide from the Romans and do Buddhist shit. And I was like, that's kind of tight.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a tight theory. And then, of course, you know, then it gets into the whole, like...
Just hanging out in opium dens.
The Dan Brown shit. Like, the fact that, like, a lot of people think he probably had kids.
Is Dan Brown like the author dude or whatever?
Yeah, he's the Da Vinci Code guy.
Yeah, okay.
But he didn't come up with those ideas. He just like super popularized them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people who think that there's something to that, and of course the church would want to snuff that out, because if there was a descendant of Jesus, it would be like, not only have they been lying about everything, but it's like, well, that guy should be the fucking pope then, right? I mean, he's Jesus' descendant.
Yeah.
That's the Pope, right?
He's like closer to God than literally anyone else can claim to be.
He doesn't molest kids? Dude, he's definitely the Pope. Come on. Oh, fuck, dude. Woman
he's
Pope.
2 for 2 on like the only important things.
Jesus' super great granddaughter. That's your Pope. Sorry. You're gonna have to take orders from a woman.
Yep. Girl boss. Girl Pope.
Damn. Remember that shitty Jude Law show nobody watched called Young Pope? They should have a show called Girl Pope. Starring Hillary Clinton.
Happy birthday to this future Pope.
Or what's your favorite Rob Reiner film?
Probably Spinal Tap. I really love Spinal Tap. What else has he done? He did Stand By Me, right?
Yeah, I did Stay By Me.
He did Princess Bride.
He did Princess Bride. He did When Harry Met Sally.
I've never seen When Harry Met Sally.
So good.
He is a great director.
He did.
He also has like a Jeff Tiedrick light approach to Trump.
Yes, definitely he does.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's a good Twitter follow. He's like Diet Jeff Tiedrick.
Okay.
It's more like, you know why? Because he's a stupid asshole. It really is like Diet Tiedrick.
Oh yeah, okay. I can get down with that.
I was like, yeah, just let us fucking kill you, you Dollar Tree shy halud.
Yeah. Yeah, are you like a shy halud's like sperm or something? This is what their sperm looks like.
Yeah, they get sperm in their shit. That's what this fucking thing is.
No, Doctor Who's like more like Star Trek, and then they made one where literally they had like a little blue, like gunmetal blue robot dog, and a lady was in charge with like these 3 kids, and they went around. It was like, and you like learned about history and shit. Like they would go back in time. Like, oh, we're back in the French Revolution. Oh, there's Robespierre.
The British suck.
Yeah. Colonized
Remember, the most important thing to remember about Indians, aside from their cultural inferiority, is that they have to respect our queen and worship her.
And don't forget,
Oh, how delightful! Have I ever told you how much our trans woman is actually a old man with the penis?
oh man,
The
if this was
queen
the setup,
says so, we have to listen to the queen!
if this was the setup in a writer's room, we'd have all just gotten kicked out. They'd have been like, all right, you guys need to all, no, this is what would have
Guys, that's
happened.
not. Guys, that isn't funny. You're. Yeah, yeah.
No,
you
no,
are.
it's-
You're describing the British too accurately and
That's-
making them
that's not
seem
why.
bad, which is
British
not
people
what we.
would be really
Yeah.
uncomfortable watching this.
That's
shit.
yeah, but I was working on that show when Joe Paterno died, and it basically was we were doing like weekend update kind of shit.
And it seems
this
to
dude just
me
went on
you
stuff.
lived your life like a fucking piece of shit.
Good seats, and you were like, "Oh, did I ever tell you we've been doing this?" It was like shortly after I came back from Chicago, and you showed me a clip. He's like, "Oh, that's Pete. He's his character's name is Jimberly." It's just it was. I think that was what I was like. That was my first response was, "Well, I need to get a PlayStation so I can be involved in this." And then it took like 2 years, and I finally did get one. I had other bigger purchases that needed to be made first, specifically a car.
Your AR-15 that you bought.
Yeah. I had to pay my dues to the Proud Boys and get a bulletproof vest. Not because of anything in particular, certainly not
And then
anything
you're-
happening in January.
Your large political donation to the Trump campaign.
You're pro-Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those are just called Jewish Union dues.
Judaism.
Your Israeli flag.
Yeah,
Those are just called union
Yeah.
dues. We all pay those.
You had, because you were
I
a
had to-
Jew, you also got sidetracked for 6 months trying to develop the perfect plan on how to kill Jesus if he comes back again.
My little bag of Jew gold was empty. I had to fill that back up.
I love like some of the most ridiculous ones. First of all, it's embarrassing, but they're like some firefighters made like the thin red line. It's like, come on, guys, what the fuck?
Dude, I know, and then paramedics had like thin yellow line, and it's like, bro, you guys are like the most likable group here, but like, don't associate yourselves with those idiots.
Exactly, exactly. I think the thin yellow line that I saw was like security.
Yeah, there was a security guards one. It's like, dude, come on. That's so embarrassing. How do you not have shame?
Teachers don't have one.
Yeah.
Might as well. I would say they deserve it more than security guards.
Yeah. Big time.
I said, I unironically love Michael Jackson, but I think what he did was kind of messed up. That was all I wanted to say.
He's the number one, like, you gotta separate the art from the artist, because there's no way you can get rid of his music.
That's kind of what
There's no way.
that was more what I was about to say, which is like, it is impossible for him to not be, like, take away his music, you take away literally everything on pop radio now.
Well, if you
We
think
don't
about it, it's
have-
kind of fucking
you know.
wild, because, like, I'm sure that when the Jimmy Savile thing happened, like, they've just, nobody in their right mind has ever aired a Jimmy Savile thing again. But we're
No,
just all
yeah,
sort of
you're
like,
right.
yeah,
Because
well, you know.
Jimmy,
I mean,
Jimmy
I
Savile
guess
didn't-
he didn't get convicted, but then again, didn't all the Jimmy Savile shit come out after he died?
Yeah, and Jimmy
yes,
Savile,
yeah.
Jimmy Savile also didn't change the face of his industry. Like he was radio, I think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's
Yeah,
clearly
like Michael
the
Jackson
lesser.
changed.
He should have
yeah,
never been
like,
famous in the first place. He was just some ugly British pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
literally,
he
yeah,
was
he's
a pedophile just by
he was
looking at
too
him.
ugly.
Which is
too
sort of
ugly
like
for
saying an
TV,
ugly British
so they threw
person.
him on the radio.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah,
Wait, you
ugly
guys
British
didn't know he was a
pedophile, just
pedophile? He's
redundant.
English.
You guys didn't know he's a pedophile? Look at him.
Yeah.
Like, look at his face.
Do you see where his passport's from? That gave it away for me.
You should do something on this new, like, internet obsession of, like, guys thinking they can fight gorillas.
There's no human being in their right mind on the planet that it would actually think I saw that on Twitter.
You
It
would
was
think
like
all the
100
people that would
men.
say that would listen to enough Joe Rogan to know that they can't do it. The one thing Joe Rogan consistently says on his show that's correct is that an ape would beat you to death with your own dick if you went anywhere near it.
Yeah, they'll first rip your dick off, then they'll rip your hands off.
Then they'll beat you to
the
death with
only-
your own dick.
Yeah.
The only thing that Joe
hands.
Rogan respects on the planet is animals, except for the ones that he kills and eats.
Yeah, dude.
I
He
use all parts.
he goes down with a full Native American headdress and is
I was
just
gonna
like,
say he loves like talking like he's.
I will use
acting
your
like a Native
antlers.
American, but
I will
yeah,
use
like-
every part of your body. I will use your hooves for glue.
I took the anus out of an antler and built a fleshlight. I did. No, true story. I did. And ate the anus out of an elk. I think I said the anus out of an antler.
Jamie,
Sorry, I'm
pull up
also
the
pretty
picture
high.
of Jamie. Pull up the picture of my dick and the venison asshole flashlight, please. Jamie, can you see the pictures of my dick, please, Jamie? Jamie, can you pull up some pictures of my cock, please?
Yeah, my cock
that
actually
is-
contracted CWE. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's the
my
first
cock has
case of it.
chronic wasting disease from fucking a fleshlight made out of a deer's asshole.
Deer.
There is
I'm gonna go ahead and fix that with
It
my.
probably just comes from a place of ignorance. We need to-
Did he just fucking die? Oh my god. What did I tell you about only accepting
Whoopsie.
Japanese people into my games?
It is a racist rule, but it's backed up by data.
I mean, is it racist though? I'm being mean to white people. That's okay. I'm allowed to do that.
I know, yeah. It's definitely on the.
I have immunity to that one. I mean, that just didn't even make sense. I was literally behind his.
boxes right there.
Yeah, I was like behind his legs. Like,
Pulled forward by an invisible
oh,
hand.
what?
Yeah.
What is he creating? A fucking vacuum? He's creating a singularity behind his ass! Oh my god, I'm getting sucked into his ass!